So ladies and gentlemen, one thing I want to let you know of for your test is not only will I just be saying, hey, 5,817 minus 387, but we're also going to use verbal cues to tell you what operation we're going to have. So, for instance, what exactly are some ways that I can give you a verbal cue that I would write down to say 5,817 minus 387? So for subtraction, that's very odd. Let's just go through addition. To write an addition problem, what are some other ways we can represent addition with words? You guys can just yell them out. You can say plus. I'm just listening. Once I listen, you guys just tell me. I'm listening. You can say added to. Sum. Well, added to, in addition to, add. I mean, it's really a lot of the same thing. There's one more I'm thinking of. There's another one more that's really big. Increased. Very good. Now, I will tell you, you're going to want to kind of use some of these to help you out with subtraction. And I'll just listen and write. Minus. Less. Yes. Less than, decreased by. What else? You're missing one more. Difference. Very good. Cheater. OK, multiplication. What else do we have for multiplication?
A product.
Times. Product. Multiply. Anything else? Well, area is multiplication. Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. We're finding area. Times product to identify. Yes, everything. All right, and division? Quotient. Divide. Divided by. I'll write it in there, yes. I mean, you're representing it as a fraction, some number over another number. So yes, you'd represent a fraction. But you got to be careful, especially when we get into like ratios. That's going to be a little bit different because ratio isn't so much division, but it's a comparison. But I'll write it in there as far as your division. I mean, if I said that, I guess you could assume anything else. Anything else? Like what? Like, yeah, that's what I'm kind of talking about, like getting into our ratios. Because our ratios are not representing as much as division, but as much as a ratio or a comparison between the numerator and denominator. So we'll talk more about those in there. But when we're talking about that ratio, we're not looking into actually dividing them, but using them as a ratio of value. So we'll talk more about that. But yes, it does still create a fraction, which you could use as a division, though, exactly as you said. But let's just keep those up there.